All right, Susie, you want to go on to the next one?
Yeah, I'm already there.
Oh, okay, cool.
This
I
one
was
is already
that.
reminding me of remember the document where the congressional liaison or ex-congressional liaison office staff was like, don't let them change our classification rules. We have to change them ourselves. Well, this one is about new classification rules being in place.
Interesting. That's good to know. I barely remember that, but that's definitely good context to have looking at it. Okay, so it's obviously referencing the classification change in the title, and it says, I'm just glancing through the first, it looks like the first few segments are unclassified, and it says the new NSA CSS classification manual is in effect as announced last year. It makes several major changes in the long-standing classification practices, and they've highlighted a couple for the reader's attention. In the past, the NSA used the declassification marking X1, which meant the information was exempt from declassification for 10 years because the release of the material would reveal an intelligence source, method, activity, or cryptologic system or activity. Now, the NSA has chosen to mark documents with a defined declassified date, namely 25 years from the date of the classification manual. Note that you should use this date only, not the 25 years from the time any new document is created. There are good reasons why this is being handled this way. There's a Q&A at redacted with further info. Furthermore, comment, classification, declassification guidelines are required for all systems, plans, programs, projects, operations, equipment, subcompartments, or special access programs. These classification guides are to be updated by November 2005. After that time, information that isn't covered by a classification guide will be considered unclassified. These new guides will replace Annex C. And that looks like the end of the document. So I don't know that I learned anything new there. I mean, obviously, all of the information is new, but I'm not seeing anything there that's like even noteworthy to me. I'm probably missing something though. Susie, do you see anything?
Yeah, can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, you're
There
marking
is the keywords. That is the keywords that tells the real story behind this document.
So are you saying that the classification is still at the liberty of the NSA to manipulate so that it doesn't go under the nose of Congress, or just the date that they're manipulating the stuff that's marked?
What this looks like to me is that NSA has front-footed the issue. So
Okay.
what we know from the previous documents is that the 9/11 Commission, the Senate Intelligence Committee, were pressuring the NSA over their declassification rules. And the NSA internal memo said, we must come up with a solution ourselves because we do not want our overseers to impose solutions on us. We have to do something that suits us, not them. And now here we have NSA choosing voluntarily to change the rules in their declassification. But how have they changed the rules? They've bumped it from 10 to 25 years.
Exactly. Definitely.
And then they've said, and if we don't do this, then it's okay to unclassify them. So what they will have done is they will have gone to Congress and they will have sold this.
Yeah,
They've gone to the Senate Intelligence Committee and they would have said, we have heard your concerns and they're totally valid and we totally understand and respect your opinion and therefore we're doing this that's highlighted in blue.
Yeah.
And then all of this, I can bet you, would have been one tiny sentence in what was given to the Senate Intelligence Committee. And then, because now this audience that they're talking to here was not their overseers, they're talking to their workforce. So in their workforce, they're saying, this is our solution that we have chosen to implement.
Absolutely.
10 years becomes 25 years. Oh, and by the way, this is what we're going to do if we haven't marked them that way. So in my opinion, that's the scam.
Definitely.
And in doing
this, good synopsis of the scam for sure.
In doing this, they have, well, we don't know yet because we have to read the further documents, but it's likely that this is their attempt to then prevent the overseers imposing any declassification rules on them.
Definitely. Awesome. I think that's a very, very, very noteworthy one to write about for sure. That bumping it up from 10 to 25. My math is so terrible. Like I can't even explain. I can't even get the date right half of the time. So I didn't even notice that at all. That's fantastic. Good, really great point. Like when I say I'm bad at math, I mean I literally have dyscalculia, which is like the numbers version of dyslexia. Like it's not good. I'm just glad I make the stream most of the time on time.